Alrighty, everybody, welcome back. Thank you for bearing with us there while we set up for this next match. So, for those of you who are joining us a little bit later, just a tiny, very quick synopsis on what Race for Wool is. We have two teams here. Today we have the Lime Limes, which is today 36. It's Chip Plays and Just Prez representing the Lime Limes. And then we have our Crimson Illusioners. We have Foxmaster, Stone Noob, and True Mikey Q, who are all fighting it out to be the victors. Now, what this is a tournament where two teams will race across identical lanes, or in this case, identical towers. More on that in just a moment. But they will race across those, locating 3 pieces of wool, and they will be delivering those 3 pieces of wool to their victory monument. The first team to collect all 3 pieces of wool will win. Now, those of you who've been watching for a little while and watched various maps, you will immediately know that something is a little different about this. And my co-host Scrog is going to tell you a little bit about what to expect from this map.
Absolutely. So this map is more of a tower. It's a very vertical affair we have. Let me just go into spectator mode. I'm stuck behind the wall. So we have 2 directions. You can go at the start of the map. So if you like, you can go down where you'll find our first wall, which is going to take you to a lava maze you'll have to carefully navigate. And there'll be some resources and goodies along the way. And you're going to be working through some traps and really just trying to make your way all the way to the bottom, which is where you'll get the red piece of wool. Right down at the very bottom of the map. Now, if you want to go the other way, instead you want to go upwards, there's 2 walls above you. So the first section, you'll be fighting through a tree house and up through a icy zone and then into a lava maze. Now, the lava maze, you'll start at the very top and you'll have to navigate all the way through the outside and balance yourself on glass along the way whilst right facing your opposition directly opposite. Work your way through the maze, and in the very center of this is the green wall. Then at the very top, we've got our last piece of wool where you'll have to climb to the top of the tower and build up your way up to this little asteroid on the top, which has our final piece of wool in the middle of it. So you'll have to dig your way into this asteroid at the top too, where you'll find the blue wall. And our monument is in the center of the map, right close to the tree. So it's really a case of going both ways, getting what you need from the bottom, getting what you need from the top, and bringing it back. But obviously these are right next to each other, and they're quite small maps. It's really a confined space, so there'll be a lot of falling today.
Yeah, and we're excited. This is the first time we've ever done a vertical map, of course, so the players will be extremely challenged and have to kind of adjust. A lot of them have done some practice and some training on some practice maps we provided, but none of them are quite like this. And so it really is going to hopefully shake up the meta here. We might see an extensive amount of PvP. And these two teams in previous matches have proven themselves to be very formidable opponents. So it'll be exciting. I think we have a very even match ahead of us with some very skilled players. In fact, why don't we go and ask them real quick, Stroke, what their strategies are? So we hop up in with the Lime Limes first.
Let's check in with our limey boys.
It's called Vertigo.
It's called Vertigo. You're hell yeah, you're right. Welcome to the first vertical map. How are you feeling now that you've seen it, Lime Limes?
Well, I was
feeling pretty dizzy. I feel
practice once this week.
Bro.
So,
Yeah, but what about the
Originally?
verticality? Is it throwing you through a loop a little bit?
Yeah, originally
definitely.
I thought the render distance was like gonna be like 2. I was like, oh my god, and then you look up and it's like, oh.
Don't give them ideas. Do not give them ideas.
Damn, you spoiled the final map we had going. No, I'm just kidding. So seeing this, have you got any, what's your gut instinct on strategy? What's the plan, you think?
I think splitting up might be the move.
Yeah, I think going all different directions.
Okay.
Since it's more vertical this time. Yeah.
Interesting. And what about the PvP element? Do you think you'll try to focus heavily on PvP, or do you think you'll just kind of go with the flow and see what makes sense?
PvP is irrelevant.
Wow, strong statement.
Maybe not
from
irrelevant.
Chip
Damn,
here.
shut it down, Chip.
It's not wide enough to get angles, so I
That
don't
was
think
epic.
it can be relevant at all.
I disagree with my teammate.
Well, we're going to leave you to it, but hopefully you can figure out that disagreement before the match starts. In a moment,
We won't.
in a moment, we'll do a countdown. So if you want, please make sure you've set your spawns on the bed next to your starting gate and go and stand next to your starting gate because the countdown will start once we talk to the other team. But congratulations making it this far, and I hope that you have a great match.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Did you guys reset your health yet?
That's what I'm doing now.
Hi. Did someone join?
Take it away, Skrog.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, FOV 30. And if
Okay.
I zoom
Hi, guys.
on that
Hi.
photo.
Hi,
We have admins.
Will,
Oh,
are
my
you muted?
safety.
No, I'm not muted. I just wanted you to talk.
Oh, you want to meet? So, okay. Well, hello guys. We're just doing our pre-match check-in. How are we feeling about today's game?
Amazing.
Pretty confident, yeah.
Confident? Are you thrown off at all about the verticality of this map, or do you feel this is
No,
a challenge
it's
you can
lovely.
handle?
No, actually, we like it. We
you
prefer
like it?
Actually. We actually prefer this map.
our preparation beforehand has prepared us for this.
Well, what strategy
Yeah,
will you be deploying today?
TNT.
Lots of
PvP.
TNT.
Oh, TNT, sorry.
Yeah.
TNT.
No
we came
D&D.
up
No D&D.
No, Dungeons and Dragons is not what we're doing. We have come up with several TNT cannon designs, some more
Very quick,
explosive than
very
others.
efficient.
Yes. I have been trying to make them as fast as possible.
We have a lot of
And-
variation. We have a sniper. We have a machine gun. We have plenty.
Interesting.
Okay, wow.
That's a shotgun. Not a machine gun, we have a shotgun.
Yeah, but we also have a machine gun. Remember the scatter attack?
And we have one that's able to shoot off like 10 to 12 pieces of TNT at once.
Well, I guess an
Also-
offense is a good offense.
Yeah, an offense is the best offense.
Our goal, actually, you know what? You'll see. You'll see.
We'll see.
You'll see.
We'll see.
It's a surprise.
Well, do you have any final words?
Yeah,
Anything?
I wish the other team like a lot of bad luck and easy losing.
Well, I hope you have an explosive match. I think we're ready to just do our final send-off before we get going.
Yeah, let's hop
thank you
on
very
down
much.
and make sure you've set your spawn points and are standing next to that gate because the match will be starting any minute now.
Yeah. Oh, by the way,
Hey, guys.
should we start like behind the pistons? Or
Yes.
should it, like, is it like a
Yeah.
possibility it will glitch?
Yeah,
Go
start
back-
behind
go
the start
back.
line.
Behind the pistons.
Question,
not, like,
important
in front of
question
it.
for the admins. Do y'all like
Yeah.
Arnold Palmer's?
We're leaving.
Okay, let's move on to the.
Yeah.
So before we get started, Scrog, before we press that start button, there's something special that we're doing a fundraiser for, and I wanted to see if you could explain to everyone watching at home what is special about this month.
Well, this month is Pride Month, which, as a very queer server, we're always delighted to celebrate. So we're going to be running a fundraiser charity drive this month, which has become an annual tradition on the server for the Trevor Project. Now, if you don't know what the Trevor Project is, they're a charity which runs as a call line for anyone under the queer umbrella who may be struggling. They do really great work. If you look below our stream, you can see what our stretch goals are for this year. So whatever money we raise, we're going to be running special events to celebrate them. And every dollar we receive, up to $1,300, will be matched from some very special donators on our server. And in addition, all money which is just regularly given to Dominion to contribute to our service costs and our general running is all being donated this month. So any money we receive this month will all be going to the Trevor Project. So if you click the image below our stream, it will take you to our donation website. If you're part of a Dominion server, you can also go into our news announcement, which has quite a lot of information about all the stuff we're doing.
And with that, we are going to get started on the final match of our semifinal here. This will determine which two teams do proceed to the grand finale next weekend. And so with that, let's get this underway here. All right, here we
Be
go.
called to do the
3,
thing.
2, 1, go.
And stream timer.
Yep, got it this time. And our teams are
Got
away
it, fine.
here. rummaging through these initial boxes. As you can see, we provided a lot of bows and arrows, food, torches. This is much more of a less struggling to survive from food and more struggling to survive between each other, because we have a lot of bows and arrows. The teams can really, really dig into each other from the very beginning here.
Well, it sounds like they just want to blow up the entire other team's playing platform. There's not much bedrock in these lower sections at all. So
There
in
really
theory, I
isn't.
guess we could just wipe out the entire playing field.
But the question is, how much TNT is actually provided on this map? Because it doesn't seem to be any in the initial parts. So the team who is planning on doing TNT cannons might not even find any TNT on the map. It's not something I'm familiar with. So. We did
No,
have
because you need sand and gunpowder, I want to say. So something interesting I found as well, when I was doing the little playtest of this, it's technically possible to make fire res potions on this map. It's very difficult, but it's possible. And if you do make one, you can just swim through the entire bottom section and very easily get that wall.
And how would they do that? Are there individual resources around for them to be able to do that? You can find? Or...
There's individual resources, and then they would need to kill the magmas at the bottom to get magma cream.
Just noticing here, we are having the lime lines getting knocked off the edge by Silverfish, 2 players in a row, but they were able to find a war chest that contains the leather armor. So they do have some basic, like stone tools and leather armor. I am going to zip over to the other team, who, stone noobs, somehow managed to find their way down into this initial lava area by doing a ladder clutch. So not a replicable move that they can use to get back up, but it definitely gets them down very quickly.
Well, that's the thing. They don't just have to go down, they have to come back up.
And a sneak peek here at the victory monuments that the players need to return the wall to. You have a red wall, a green wall, and a blue wall in this match. All 3 have to be brought up to win, or the team that has the most pieces of wall at the end of the countdown also win. We have Foxmaster and True Mikey on the Crimson Illusionist side trying to use the various vines on this jungle tree to get all the way up. Oh, we did see Perez just die to those silverfish. I believe those silverfish are coming from a spawner and not coming from blocks themselves, so if they can take out those spawners quickly, or it looks like they've lit them up quite a lot here, maybe that is enough, but it looks like a lot of them have already spawned, which is going to cause a bit of a headache for the Lime team.
Yes, I think all throughout the tree, just in hidden spots, there's just some spawners covered up. And interestingly, there is a lot of wood here, which, you know, you can use wood to do a lot of different things. So it'll be interesting to see how they're going to take advantage of that.
Watching Stone Noob here from the Crimson Illusionists make their way digging downward into that lower chamber. And they have done it in a way where they've created a ladder, actually, that is protected from the other team that goes all the way back up to the Victory Monument. So they are taking the route of making sure they have a route back first before they go all the way down, which is, I think, is a very smart decision right now.
Yeah, and we have Prez at the lower section with 36 already taking out the spawners. Since we do have these 2 working together, whilst I don't know what Chip is.
Let's find
I think
out.
Chip's gone up, and the other 2 have gone down.
Chip has gone up. Interestingly, they've made quite a distance already, though. Chip and Foxmaster have just seen each other on the same part of the platform, but they are choosing not to attack each other as much. Oh, but I do see Fox did just pull out their bow and arrow. As I said that, Fox did prove themselves as quite the sniper in the last match, so we'll see how that fares against someone like Chip.
Yeah, and this lava maze, whilst this map looks small, the lava maze is absolutely brutal. There's lots of ups and downs you got to do, and with lava just behind you at every turn, it's very easy to be knocked in or knocked out.
Fox is getting a few pot shots here on Chip. Chip is down to half health, but they do look like they have enough food maybe to regenerate if they can eat. Yeah, look, they are gaining some health. And so they do have a little spot here. They're playing it safe. They're holding shift to hide their name. They're catching the ladder as they fall. but Fox is still trying to go for that kill. Oh, but we have him. Chip going instantly straight up into...
Yeah, so there's little sand traps to enter this area. So once you break the bottom sand, gravity kicks in and you just have tunnels inside.
Interesting. So, interestingly, we have an interesting split here because I would argue that both teams are neck and neck right now. Now, the Limes are further up than the other team, and the Crimson Illusioners are further down than the opposing team. So, it's pretty balanced as of right now from my point of view. I'm going to zip on back down here to our good friend Stone Noob, who is attempting to battle solo through this hellscape down here. As a reminder, the Red Wall is all the way down here. Even lower than this platform here. They have to make their way through all these enemies and get all the way down through this void space into this container here to be able to get that wall.
And what's interesting here is you're going to have all the blazes move from one side to the other anyway.
Yes, exactly. Blazes, as we saw last week, can cause an issue for the opposite team even if they're spawning on your side because they have a large aggro radius and they will just lock on. Oh, and we're seeing it right now actually that blazes from the Lime side are shooting over at Stone Noob. And so it is interesting. There is a bit of strategy in play here where you maybe want the other team to get down to the bottom first so that they take all that aggro.
Yeah, but neither team seems to be too concerned about clearing the lava, and they just seem to want to make safe ways down.
We do have two members of the
So
Crimson
many enemies.
Illusioners making their way up into the bedrock and obsidian lava maze section of the map. Though we did have Chip earlier make their way this way, and they did actually find the secret way up around all of that. So they are returning back down though, so I'm curious as to what they found inside.
Prez almost takes out one of the spawners, but tragically does not quite destroy it in time.
Anybody watching the stream recognize this song?
Stone Noob is very close to a wool, I am being told.
Oh, they just collected the red wool. I'm
And has
sorry
just
I missed
collected
that. They found a way down on this corner. I wonder if they looked at the opposing team's side to figure out the best route to get that.
Oh,
And
wow, they've just dug, right down the back
Yeah.
corner and avoided a lot of the trap falls.
That was a very, very clever play from them there. They are making their way back up here. So I'm not sure if the Limes have people in place ready to be able to fight back against Stone Noob placing this block. Stone Noob did do the preliminary work of making a route all the way back up that was safe. And so they are in a pretty safe spot as of right now. And they are about to
and
get to the
Prez
monument.
now has collected it too.
So we're within a 60-second buffer here in terms of which teams have the wolves. It looks like the Crimson Illusioners are going to place the red wool first, but I think that if it's not sniped, then Prez will be just behind them.
Yeah, they do not seem to... Oh no, they are sticking around. Just trying to... They're trying to get 36, by the looks of it. Prez seems to be a little stuck on the way out.
Prez is attempting to make their way up here. Oh, but they were taking a chance to open this war chest.
Interestingly ignored the war chest, yeah.
Very interesting. They could have got some better gear there. I'm sure that in Prez's mind right now, they're panicking and just rushing. Oh, and I see that 36 also has one. I think Prez took
They got
two
one
wool.
from Prez, yeah.
Very clever. So now they've split the opportunity, so if one of them dies, they're not completely shit out of luck here.
Yeah, and they do seem to be sniped from quite high up. Oh, and a silverfish gets Stone Noob in the end.
That silverfish might have created a perfect opportunity for this team to come in here with the red wool.
Yeah, it's actually sneakily hidden right next to where right around the corner from. Oh, they do got the wall. Right around the corner from where the monument is just right next to the vine is a hidden silverfish spawner, which neither side seem to have noticed.
It is causing them a lot of grief. I am seeing that. Let's check
Yeah,
in.
if you just head. Do you see right there below the vines? On the right? No, further down. If you teleport to me, you'll see.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It
just
is
right
really
next to the
hidden
monument.
too. And both teams haven't found that yet. So 36 has
Hey, well.
corrected 5 wool blocks, but they don't need them anymore. They've already placed the red. Oh, there we go. Now they're jumping out of the world.
Yeah, they're both done going down, and it's time to only go up from here. But both of them doing this lava maze at the same time is going to be a challenge.
I admire. Chip has a lot of confidence in the way they move in this game that I admire. They just launched themselves off of a platform and grabbed on a vine and just started climbing up it, which is not something I would have the confidence to do. But when we're competing in the semifinal, you know, everything counts. So you've got to play a little bit riskier, I think.
Absolutely. I mean, Chip did seem quite confident in the pre-match meeting.
Now, the line
That's
lines.
true.
Go ahead.
We have Corbin in the chat saying, before the match, Chip announced that they did not want to PvP, yet Chip is the only one with kills.
Yeah, from my memory of playing UHCs with Chip, I think they're a pretty formidable PvPer. So it's interesting to see that translating into this.
Perhaps employing the gaslighting strategy of trying to not appear like you're a threat.
We do have 2 members of the Lime Limes pushing up now. We have confirmed this is the location of the green wool and the yellow wool. In fact, I need to update because both teams have red wool. Let me just and
yeah, so the green wool is right here in this section. It's a maze you have to go through and then come back out of. And the yellow wool is right at the very top inside the little planet boy thing.
will 36 enter the maze, or will they continue upwards and maybe try to take on the comet at the moon of the sky?
You know, I think the comet is actually a bit easier to get compared to the maze. But the hard thing with the comet is it's filled with lava on the inside. Seems Foxmaster and Stone Noob are getting ready to travel through the maze together. Yes, we have Foxmaster entering the maze. Looking around and maybe just realizing the horror which awaits them. So you have to go inside this lava trail and drop down. So you're going to be weaving in and out of lava.
And if the other teams are shooting arrows back and forth, one hit might not kill them, but it will push them into the lava and cause a lot of damage. Fox actually deciding to exit.
I would be tempted just to get the other wool first, just in terms of this one might be so tricky to get. Oh, but interestingly, 36 and Prez is just clearing out the lava and turning it into cobble.
Oh,
which is something I did not consider doing when I did
Very
this.
valid strat. Oh, I didn't realize it gets very dicey here as the team have to walk narrowly across this thin gap here. They chose to block off some areas of cobblestone, but I think they've... Yeah, I think they're... Oh! That could have been bad for Prez there. Oh, and they do fall all the way off. Now, what
you know
Prez...
what? This whole time, they're just making a safe path, really, so it's not terrible.
Now, one rule we do have in the Race for Wool is that if you exit into this void space or you get knocked off, you're not allowed to use that to then land back on or skip a section. So Prez, following the honor system there, they got knocked off, and so instead of pushing their way back onto it, they decided to fall out of the world instead.
Did you see what just happened there?
I did not.
They tried making a TNT trap, and Chip blew it up before it could be successfully launched onto them. Chip did still die, but I think seemed to really do more damage to the opponent's side than to theirs. But they are building more TNT cannons, I think.
Excellent.
They are just trying to straight blow up their headquarters.
It's a very good counter strategy here. Box has to place a lot of blocks in a very specific order to get a TNT cannon working. And they don't have to cover a lot of distance, but it still has a little bit of a process here to build it. And they've obviously been practicing. They know exactly where to place everything. We're going to see a bit of a scatter. Oh, this one's going to get caught, though. Yeah, sadly, it didn't make it that far onto the enemy side. It actually
seem to
have done more damage to their side than anything, but I appreciate the strategy. We actually haven't seen too many TNT cannons get deployed in this season of Race for Wool, so...
I actually think they've turned their full enchanting room into a less than optimal space during that attack. Oh, and 36 has got the lime from the end of the maze.
And they have to make it back through the maze here to get the way out. And again, reminder, they're glowing right now because they have a piece of wool, and that indicates to the other team that they have the wool so that they can track them and try to kill them before getting all the way back.
36 has ladders on hand. 36 has Prez with him, providing backup. It seems like these TNT cannons are really just causing more chaos than...
36 getting a kill there on Fox as they were trying to... Fox was trying to kill them as they were escaping this. Now, it feels to me, I hate to say it so early, but I feel like the Limes have a bit more of a momentum than the Crimson Illusionists. And there's still plenty of this match to go, so that might flip on its head. But I think if I was the Crimson Illusionist, I would be trying to really lay on thick the PvP and arrow pressure right now.
Yeah, I mean, 36 very smartly split up the wool he collected and just absolutely noping away the TNT strike and just getting that revenge headshot with the bow and arrow. And they have a safe passage down the backside. 36 seems to be going up whilst Prez goes down.
I think 36 is the backup here.
Yeah, he's just going on to explore that last section, which they've already built a tower up to, whilst Prez is going to go deliver the monument. This might be a very quick game.
It may be. And I'm noticing, actually, that they've found a lot of iron ore, but they haven't decided to take the time to really mine that and, get better armor. So they're definitely playing a rush strategy here. I'm not sure how that will pay off.
Prez is using some vine catches on the way down just to cover a lot of distance quickly, has made it safely back, and is placing the green wall.
Yeah, there it is. We do see the lime wool get placed by the limes. Lime placing the lime block. Love to see it.
Yeah, and we have 36 and Chip together heading towards the last blue wall, whilst Fox is trying to pull off some more TNT shenanigans.
Taking a look, we do have Stone Noob is all the way up at the top as well. And they are getting some pot shots over on 36 and Chip. I'm not sure they have the right angle, though, to be able to hit them. And there's an incredible amount of phantoms that have spawned over on Stone Noob's side, on the Crimson Illusionist side. I think Chip is now getting into the range where those spawners are going to activate for their team, too. Stone Noob just fell off the ladder, though.
Only Locke could enjoy this moment. Phantoms are absolutely horrible to deal with.
If you play on the Dominion server, we have a way to turn those off, and almost certainly every single player on the server turns them off because it's a bit of a pain to handle when you don't sleep as
Now-
often as you would in single player.
Do you think Chip realizes that this comet is actually a pinata filled with lava?
Good question. I think we're about to find out if they recognize a threat hidden inside here.
It seems to just be trying to climb to the top and not even break in from bottom, which is probably smart considering it's obsidian all around
There
the
is
side.
a chest up here too. Has a war chest at
It's
level
covered
3.
in diamonds, like, also. But honestly, the
Power
lemons
one
might not
bow
even
inside.
try and craft them.
Oh, they are getting some attacks from the phantoms now, causing some trouble.
You know, I don't think they're worried at all. I think they're just calculating which ones they need to kill and working out what their next move is. And Chip is just going for the parkour and not making a second thought about if it's a safe move. Just
I'm telling you, that confidence that he has, it's going to carry that team, I think. Now, I did just notice, I think, and this will be more apparent in the post-game when we digest what happened here today, but the Lime Lions have a strategy of mass crafting loads and loads and loads of ladders, and because it's a vertical map, they've used that instead of towering up only all the time. So we're seeing it now, actually, as I'm watching Fox make their way through the lava maze for the blue wool, or sorry, for the green wool, and they don't have ladders, so they're placing blocks to get all the way there, which is fine in theory, but now when they come back, they have to break those blocks to get out.
and Sonu picked off by Chip as well.
Fox is grabbing though that piece of wool. So if the other team, the Lime Lions, are preoccupied at the very top with that, then but they're not. Foxmaster is getting shot at by 36 right now. Oh, and 36 did get them by pushing them into the lava again. So 36 pulling off a clutch moment there, preventing the Crimson Illusioners from getting their second piece of wool, maintaining their one wool lead on the Crimson Illusioners.
36 absolutely on top form today. Just reacting to everything as it comes in. I think they've opened up the top of the comet to realize it is filled with lava, so they're just, I think, returning back with a water bucket just to... Oh no, they're digging into the side. Just trying to find a safe way in to get to that blue wool.
They are
And they
right
might be
next-
about to get it.
It's hard to tell from being inside. I'm not sure they quite know where the wool is, but they should guess that it is in the center. 36 just got another kill on the Crimson Illusioners. So they are definitely holding down the fort. Look at these phantoms are absolutely losing their minds outside.
Oh, and Chip dives off the side to land in a pocket of water and live.
Did they jump off the side though, or?
No, they jumped off the side of a comet, but
Gotcha.
within the boundary.
Perfect. As long as
Of
they're
the
in the
map.
boundary. That is a rule that we have. Players cannot, especially on this map when it's so vertical, players cannot jump outside or fall outside of the bounds of their chunk here to get onto a lower level. And if they do that, we do ask them. Sometimes it happens on accident. They might fall and catch the edge. If they do that, we are asking them to jump off the edge as though they died.
Foxmaster did have a little revenge kill on 36 there. I didn't quite see how it happened.
Incredible. Yeah, I think that the Crimson Illusioners have quickly switched their strategy from the TNT cannon strategy back to more of a traditional PvP system. They are kind of standing around and wasting a lot of time though right now. I know they have a bit of an analysis paralysis on what to do next, but the more time they stand around here, kind of just figuring out what to do next, all that time is being spent by the Lime Lions slowly working their way through into the wool chamber here.
Yeah, we have Prez taking it from the top now. Came back with a diamond pickaxe. Is just taking out the lava as it comes in, taking out the obsidian, and has a clear route to the wool.
They collected a couple. It seems like a common strategy with the Lime Limes, and this might have come out of their They have played multiple practice matches ahead of this to really practice and train. Oh, and they fall all the way down and lose that wool. I wonder
think
if that
Prez
was
expecting some
intentional.
water.
Yeah, I wonder if that was intentional and they were trying to bucket clutch, or if that was accidental. Who knows? We do have more PvP action here too. It seems like everything is coming down to this this kind of upper area here with the blue wool, and I think whichever team is able to push and get a blue wool down to that monument first is going to be the victor of this round.
No, they still don't have the green lime. The Illusions still don't have the lime.
Oh, you're absolutely
wool.
right. They don't. And I wonder if
Yeah.
anyone's actively working on that. It does look like we have someone who, oh yeah, interestingly, Stone Noob has taken the route of trying to block up some more of that lava so that perhaps they aren't going to as easily get hit back into it. But lava drains away very slowly, so again, they're wasting a lot of time here, and there might be other source blocks around that are not gonna completely
They're
clear
finally
up.
starting to take out the lava and realizing it's perhaps not worth the risk. And Chip has got the blue wool again. Let's see if Chip tries to make any crazy maneuvers. Oh, and it's dropped one on the ground below in case two Prez.
I think that was meant to go to Prez, and Prez missed it, but they should be able to pick it up still. Incredible. So now we have both
Yeah,
players with the blue
36.
wool making their
Places
way
keep them
down.
distracted as they climb down the back.
This might be the quickest game, the quickest match that we've had so far.
Yeah, I'm not even at the halfway point. And now 36 has some too, and it seems they're going to make a last effort to try and stop Prez from placing that final piece of wool, but...
And we do have
And Prez
the
places it
Lime
and they
Limes
win.
placing it. And yes, we do see the Lime Limes have won before we even get to halftime. GG's, everybody.
It's an all-green finale by the looks of it. And Fox announces they do not like this map. I'm pretty sure they said they really liked this map before it started.
Well, yeah, they all said they were excited, but you know, losing never feels good, so I'm sure they'll be a little
No,
disgruntled.
absolutely
But
not.
let's go chat to them and see how it went.
Absolutely.
One.
Hey, Crimson Illusioners.
Hi.
I know that was
Saki, hi.
a crazy time, but I hope you still had a bit of fun too while doing it. But how was that for you
Yeah,
guys?
it's a lot of fun.
Bit of a crazy
Distracting.
map, huh?
Distracting. I actually got all the clues like right away, like the sand and also like the like climb up and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
the
why
thing
is there a minecart spawner?
I actually have no idea. I did notice that while we were
Oh my
doing the
God.
live stream. If you can figure that out, that'd be incredible.
Oh, it says
That's
redeem heads here.
Yeah, I think there's like a whole
Free book
hole.
ramp. Oh? Oh?
There is a hole indeed.
mechanic.
oh, it's a bork
There-
mechanic. Okay, no worries, then we're not gonna worry about that. But yeah, we just want to check in
Okay.
with you guys. Thanks for playing. I know that was a bit of a quick match, but you put up a very good fight. And I appreciate you guys being willing to give it a shot on such a weird, different map. I know that was a bit of a curveball, so
It was a
I
massacre.
liked the other map. We had plans.
We
yeah.
have so much.
Ah.
We had amazing stuff.
Well, don't worry about it because there'll be more opportunities in the future. We're going to revisit Race for World and other tournaments like this, and we'd love to have you back. You've been great sports. But yeah, sadly, you will not be moving
wait,
on to
wait,
the finale.
Yeah, but I do have a question. Like, is it like possible or even recommended to stay at the same team and like do like a rematch run with the same team, at least us?
You could, yeah, potentially.
Do we want? What do you say? Want to stick with
No.
this
How about
team?
let's talk about that after? We're still streaming right now, and we need to go and hop in with the limes here.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yes.
Yeah, thanks for playing.
They may have
Thank
a
you
better
for having
bow.
us. Yes.
Yeah, they were better with a bow than I was.
Yeah, I know they are very strong players,
Yeah,
so we did our best.
We interviewed that team before we started, and Chip said, I don't think it's really good to focus on PvP. And then they have 10 kills, so not sure. I think they changed their mind quickly, but we're gonna go talk to them. Thanks for competing.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
You just had one block mind.
Live,
Oh, wow.
fastest win in Race War history.
What's
How's
up?
it feel?
That was
really good.
incredible.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
And what was your
Congratulations.
strategies? Did you have to change your methods? I know that in the beginning you said PvP isn't that important, and then you got 10 kills, Chip, so I don't know what that's about.
I won the argument, yeah.
I think it was important because you really held them back, especially when they were trying to get that blue wool in the or whichever wool is in that lava maze. That was very clutch hitting
It's
them.
because
one.
armor was so like non-existent, and they gave you a power 1 bow from like the first chest, so you just two-shot everybody.
Yeah, it was hard to if
Like
someone
if
shooting
armor
at
was
you,
a
it hard to
thing,
escape.
I don't think it would have been as relevant, but
Yeah, I mean
And
there was
interestingly-
definitely a lot of opportunity to make armor with the iron, but then again, it takes time to smelt, craft it, so it's always
Yeah.
going to be a toss-up. What's the better strategy?
Interestingly,
got the
they said
red
to us
wool
before the
before us.
match that their strategy was to create TNT slingshots and cannons and use that to slow you down. How did you feel when those tactics were used against you?
Oh, some of those TNT cans were like, wow. I just didn't expect them, but I don't know. They just didn't really do much. I think because just like the whole thing with this map is that there's like so much height difference between you. So
Yeah.
like it's just
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were talking to the Crimson Illusioners, and I think that strategy. They spent a lot of time practicing TNT cannons before this match, and I think that strategy would have really helped much more on a traditional map. But I think you're right with the verticality here. It's much harder, I think.
yeah. I think bows are just way more the move,
Yeah, for
especially
sure.
to give you power 1.
Well, that means that we do have an all-green finale, so you will be going up against the green nitwits. How do you feel about that? You feeling confident?
yeah, I got confidence in my team. I'll
got
be here
confidence
next
in
week,
yourself?
so no, I'm not here next week. So
Oh, I see,
The
I
rest
see.
of my team got a carry.
Will it be Sarah playing?
Yep.
Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yep. Maybe.
Alrighty. Well, we do have some more surprises in store for you next week, so don't get too comfortable with Racer Wool because we are going to throw one final curveball at you, but we will expand on that a little bit more as we get to the next week's stream. For everybody watching at home, thanks for watching, and as a reminder, we are running the Pride Month donation drive for the Trevor Project. If you're interested or want to learn more, if you scroll down on the stream a little bit, you'll reach our bio section, and there's a little infographic there that you can click on to take you to the way to donate to us. If you're a Dominion member too, just look in the announcements channel and you'll see in there more details about what we're doing and why. But yeah, for now,
Happy Pride Month, everybody.
every dollar is
Sorry.
being matched. No, you're good. Every dollar is being matched up to 1,000 and 1,300 too. So if you're able to donate, then every penny gets doubled and sent to Trevor Project. Dominion is not keeping anything, so even like donations for the server funds and stuff like that, everything is going to the Trevor Project. But yeah, congratulations, Lion Lions. Unfortunate for the Crimson Illusioners, but we will see you all next week for the grand finale.
Woo. See you.
Congrats again.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Chip, this is insane. I just got that screenshot.